Soy Shakur Gallo. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Get this started, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Against the Ropes. I am Gio Garcia. I am alongside Christian Mosqueda, and our security, our muscle Brian, is here in the building. Episode 59.
59, Sharpie.
What's going on?
Man, crazy night last night. Sharpie, I'm surprised to see you here.
Hey, man. You know, sometimes we got to work overtime.
You do.
Call off. That's what I had to call off.
Nah, I'm in episode 59, man. True.
Yeah, you know what? Brian was actually at my house last night, and we were watching the fights.
Yeah.
We're actually watching the Joet Gonzalez against, is that his name?
Joet Gonzalez, yeah.
Man, against Tupac Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, and
Did you catch it?
I did not catch it. I was working, but I was keeping up on social media, and I heard that it was a little bit of a snooze. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We stopped watching after like the 7th or 8th.
Really?
Yeah.
After the 6th round, we were like, that is just.
I'm like, I'm sorry, but
Was it just a lot of the same thing, or was like, yeah?
just outboxing.
Okay, that's what I heard. That Joet was,
Couldn't get to him.
yeah, he just got frustrated, got emotional, or what?
Yeah. So you know the backstory to this?
No, fill me in. a little
Very
bit.
interesting.
Fill me in.
Very
It's
interesting.
like a high school. It's like high
Yep.
school drama.
It's like a novela, dude.
Serio?
Basically.
And I was making that joke to like Jay, where I was like, "Hey, yo, like this is like a high school." They made it seem like a high school fight. It
Like,
was
¿qué? ¿Le quitó la vieja o qué? Like, what you mean,
his
high school?
sister, fool.
Even
No.
worse. Yes. All right. So
Gonzalez,
What?
The other boxer is dating Gonzalez's sister.
okay. So
That's crazy.
Okay.
apparently Joet and Shakur knew each other from like the
Amateurs.
amateurs,
Okay.
you know, kind of, they grew up, you know, boxing around each other. They were in the Olympic trial teams and all that stuff, and that's where they met. And I believe Joet's sister boxed as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how she met Shakur Stevenson.
Tupac.
And then I guess they started dating,
Okay.
and Joet wasn't happy, and then the father wasn't happy,
Mm-hmm.
all right? So it's like a whole different thing. And then in the interviews, the dad was basically like, he didn't say it literally, but he basically chose his son over her, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think when they interviewed him, they asked him, "Hey, so like, would your daughter call you and stuff like that?"
Mhm.
He's like, "Yeah, she would call me. Hey, Dad, I miss you.
Yeah.
This and that."
Mhm.
And they asked him like, "Wait, so like, would she tell you that like, oh, I love you, this and that?" And he was like, "Yeah, but then like, do you like tell her back like, hey, I love you, I miss you, this and that, like, come back home?"
Mhm.
He's like, "No."
Oh wait, so they're not talking, and he's still dating her, or no? This is like in the past.
No, Shakur is dating her
Yeah,
currently.
Oh, is this current?
It's current.
Currently.
Oh
man,
shit.
it's
So I guess
crazy.
they're mad at her for doing that, and I guess Joet felt like betrayed, and he kept saying that Shakur doesn't love her,
Oh.
and Shakur was like, "What the fuck do you mean? I love her, this and that." And we're just like, dude,
This is a novela. Yeah, you're right.
they're like, he's what, 22
He's
years
22,
old,
He's
There-
22
he's young.
years old,
and
saying,
he's
"I'm
talking
in
about
love." I was
the
like,
love of my
man.
life and this and that, and the other guy's like, "You don't love her," and he's like, "Yes, I do." And I don't know. What I was telling Brian, I just want to hear what the sister had to say.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, who was she rooting for in this fight?
Exactly.
The lover or the brother?
It sounds like a Mario show. I was like, bring out the sister now. The fuck?
So we were expecting fireworks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That shit was
And
disappointing.
there wasn't any fireworks from the side of Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez looked.
He just was.
He was just passive, bro. Like,
He wasn't landing. He wasn't throwing it up, or he was just missing a lot, or.
We were like, dude, if that was us in this shoes, we'd just go at him, just a
Exactly.
fight. Fuck
Yeah.
boxing at this point.
Yeah.
Just-
yeah. I'm like, "Motherfucker, man, you dating my sister? I'm gonna knock your ass out." Like, come on, man. He's going on with your sister.
Yeah, but he was very passive. I think Shakur's defense just discouraged him, and
Yeah.
he tried to get on the inside, but
Nothing. He didn't put
Didn't
him.
happen.
He put him against the ropes. Nothing. Rough him up. Nada.
nothing. And when
it was
Shakur
working
would
out.
back up to the corners, he wouldn't even attack him most of the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What I heard was that, like, he just got out of class. So was it UD every round type?
I think so. I stopped
Yeah.
watching, and I just know he won.
Yeah. Man. Well, that's that. Freaking Tupac Shakur.
Drama, man.
Yeah. More drama outside the
Very
ring, inside
interesting. Yeah, that was interesting.
the ring. Yeah.
Do you remember the night guy with the pillow, Greer?
Yeah, the
He
little
was
guy.
on the undercard. He won.
Yeah.
Wasn't very impressive.
Nah.
He got dropped in the last round,
He got dropped. Okay.
but still won.
He still won.
Yeah. Kayla Mayer, right? fought?
Yeah. Mhm.
She wiped out the other girl.
Mhm.
That was it. That's it. That was it.
Man, I heard who was it? The one that Mikey just beat, or Mikey beat him last year. He was fighting Granados. Did you guys see that fight? I heard that was a good fight. But
Mm-mm. I didn't catch that one.
okay, we'll catch the highlights. But yeah, I heard that was a good fight. But yeah, I had to work, so missed boxing this weekend. But man,
Yeah,
got
dude.
you guys to keep me updated and stuff.
I
Social media as well.
expected more.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a flat in a way. Because
Yeah.
we were waiting for this event. Yeah, and it did not. Because we were waiting to see who was gonna be the first, young champion, Tupac and Joet, and
Yeah.
like you said, I guess it disappointed just a little bit. The one that did not disappoint though was the other event that was happening in England.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, dude.
You saw that fight?
Oh, man. I missed it. I
did you?
forgot the British time.
The 2 p.m. shit.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. That got me. I just remember I went on Instagram and I saw Chicana Boxing's post about it. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, I missed it.
I gotta
I'm
lie.
like, what?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit happened to me too, bro. I had to watch it like at 3:30. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I was like, man.
I even stopped that. I was like, I don't want to see one. I'm just gonna like watch it. Like I went back to like the round one and just watched it. But damn.
So what happened? How was it?
So, okay, for going into the fight, I honestly thought Regis Prograis was gonna win. I thought he was just gonna bully Taylor.
That's what a lot of people expected, right?
Yeah, and no, he just looked like the smaller man. He was getting beat to the punch. Taylor was just looking like he was just in control, natural ring. Like he was like the general in that ring. He just looked comfortable. Like his length, his reach, his height was working towards him, and so yeah, he just outworked them. And
So this
Outworked
fight
him.
was at,
the
was it in London or
London?
elsewhere?
I'll say 02. No, it
So-
was
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was in London.
London.
Do
London
you
town.
think that was a factor?
Heck yes. Big
Yeah?
time. Yeah.
How so?
Because you just every shot that Taylor threw,
Oh, okay.
he just got like more confident, more and more and more. And Regis, anything that he threw
Ah.
good, like I just felt like he was getting discouraged and he didn't do what we expected him to do. You
Yeah.
know? Obviously it's tough to go overseas and bust
Well,
the
yeah.
Errol Spence and like beat the guy there. But I just thought Prograis was highly touted. I thought he was actually gonna bully him.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype around him.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised because he seems like a very confident dude.
Yeah.
So that's surprising that you say that.
Yeah, and I thought outside of, not to talk about this guy, but outside of the 140s, I thought like he was the best. I honestly thought he was better than Taylor, better than Martinez.
That's what everybody was saying, right?
Yeah, and yeah, once Terence Crawford got out of that division, I was like, this guy might be the 140 guy, but nah, he.
But then again, you got to show it, right? Against
Yeah.
the elite or against the other champions at least.
Yeah.
Right? And he
Yeah.
couldn't show it in this
He
one.
didn't do like he looked great against other guys. Obviously not like the top guys, but he just looked great. I was like,
Yeah.
he's gonna do the same thing.
Wow.
But
All right, listeners, you are not tripping. we did change up a little bit. This is a Halloween special. All right, so we throw on some costumes. We got the Mexican guy over there, Don Cheto. We got Mario Mosqueda.
I look like a hitman. I'm like
Michael Jackson. And we got Rey Mysterio, baby, the champion.
You got 2 belts, man. This is the diamond or the interim?
That's a silver belt.
Is this a for real franchise belt?
Yeah, and we're recording
Oh,
from the Wolfpack Studios, man. This is the weekend, so we decided to do it a little different. Shout out to the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wolfpack Studios.
Thank you
Follow
for-
them on Instagram, man. And don't forget to follow us as well.
Yeah.
Against DA Ropes, right?
ADA ropes.
Yeah. We haven't had a chance to discuss that Beterbiev fight, right?
Yeah.
Against Gvozdyk.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that? Dude,
First of all, going in, I thought I knew it was
who
gonna
are
be.
you favoring?
I thought Gvozdyk by a little bit.
Me too.
I really thought his
too.
scales were gonna see him edge it out. I didn't think he was gonna knock him out, but I thought he was gonna win like 115, 113. That tough
Yeah,
fight.
and you saw, moments where when he boxed and just used the jab and used the distance, he was controlling the fight.
Yeah.
It just seemed like Beterbiev's power was a little too much. Every punch kind of affected Gvozdyk, and you saw it at the end. He just had no wind in him. He's tired, no energy, and they stopped it, rightfully so.
Yeah. I think people like going into the fight. We said 50-50, but I think they
Yeah.
were like 55-45 for Gvozdyk.
Yeah.
But man,
Maybe if he
Beterbiev
had a
has
better corner, he could have won.
Yeah, you mentioned something about that. Tell me about that. I didn't hear the Teddy comments or.
You know,
I just
no, I don't know, but I just don't like his style, honestly.
I like it.
all up in your face, like, dude, this guy probably doesn't understand half the things you say. So
I like him as he's entertaining.
yeah,
But as a trainer, like I think the first round he went straight to after the first or second, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he went straight
the
after,
knockdown.
Yeah, he went to the ref, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, you only have a minute.
Yeah,
Like, you don't use that whole minute to
Okay.
be with your fighter and.
I wasn't mad at that because they did end up switching that knockdown
Okay.
to a slip.
Yeah, 'cause
and
it
they
was a
used
slip.
they used instant replay.
Yeah.
But you're right, he did waste like 20 seconds over there, and Gvozdyk on the corner, and it was kind of weird. But I don't know, I wasn't too mad at that. Teddy, to me, he's never been like a championship fighter type of trainer. Like, when was the last time he actually had a world champion?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's been taking L's, man.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
is entertaining, like you said.
He's entertaining, but I think it goes down to he's a very emotional person, and
And Ghost is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Goes to the corner, he's very calm, composed,
Yeah.
But that's an interesting trainer.
dynamic right there.
Yeah.
Nah, but like props to Beterbiev because man, he showed grit, chin, and that just like come forward tenacity that you need to beat a boxer,
Yeah.
a boxer style type of fighter, and
God, that dude is, man.
he is the man at that division now.
Well, we have a dog on the set now. Interesting.
We do.
Wow.
Kidding.
Never know what you're going to get.
Ese
in our
Firulais.
episodes. Yeah, but that guy's solid, man.
Yeah.
Like, physically, he looked fresh. He looked strong. Every punch meant something. And Gvozdyk was able to land some good body punches on him, some good straights, and he kind of just
took it.
walked through it, man. I don't know if his poker
Yeah.
poker face is just really good or if that guy's just a machine, but man, that was pretty impressive.
No, yeah, he is the man to be.
At 175.
Oh, we have a guest coming
Uh-oh.
in. Join us.
We got some live audience in the building. Also, like a special guest in the building. Man, I'm gonna have to chop all this shit up.
Why?
Dude, don't worry.
Talk about boxing?
Just watch the episode.
I don't watch your episodes.
Just watch it, dude. It's gonna be magical.
Yeah.
Dude, give him the mic. Give him.
Oh, give him a mic.
You know what? Because we have the Canelo fight against Kovalev
Yeah.
next.
Next
When
week,
is
yeah.
it?
November 2nd.
Next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday.
And you guys have a UFC fight. Is that on still or?
Yes, that's on still. I'll be there, bro.
They decided to do a fight on that same date.
No, UFC always books a fight in New York in November.
Oh, okay. But that's
So-
this
You know,
Saturday.
that's been happening a lot lately. UFC
Yeah.
and boxing's all been on the same night. You know?
But it was in
Yeah.
jeopardy, right? That fight.
Yeah, Nate Diaz almost pulled out of the fight because he wanted to clear his name before
So what happened now?
the fight's on.
Yeah,
Yeah, they cleared him.
that was good publicity
It was, right? It got a little...
because it came up on the ESPN app and I was like, oh shit, let me read into this. So I'm intrigued.
What basically
To say the
happened
least.
was, you know, lately a lot of guys been testing. They test him all the time, but
Yeah.
he didn't test positive for nothing, but that stuff came up, and Nate Diaz was totally like, I'm always clean.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm not gonna fight until you say I'm clean.
He said he doesn't even eat meat or anything, right? Is that what he
doesn't
said?
eat like from like regular grocery stores.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
only goes from like Whole Foods.
So
or
he
Vitamin
knows what
Store.
he's eating. He
Yeah.
knows what he's putting into his body.
Go outside.
And just to give context, talking about Nate Diaz, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nate
Nate
Diaz.
Diaz.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So yeah, so he said that unless you guys clear my name and say I'm clean, I'm not gonna fight. And like the next day they did.
They
So
did.
he
Wow.
did.
Man,
Fight's still on. I'll be there. I'm flying out on Friday to go check that shit out.
dang, where's this
Dope.
fight taking place?
At Square Garden.
Damn.
Dang, the Big Apple.
So he's fighting a Street Fighter dude, right?
Pretty much.
I actually know him. Remember we were talking about it in the
Jorge
Wolfpack
Masvidal?
podcast? Yeah, I've actually seen some of his fights on YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh yeah, because he used to do like Kimbo Slice fights.
Yeah, I was gonna say that,
Yeah,
like Kimbo Slice,
backyard.
backyard
Yeah.
fights?
Backyard type of stuff.
What's his record?
As a MMA fighter?
Yeah.
He doesn't have like that crazy outstanding record because
I thought it was his first fight. No?
earlier in his career, he was like up and down.
Okay.
But lately, he's been killing it. His last fight was 8-second knockout.
Punch.
Knee.
Wow.
Flying knee.
Oh, you showed it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. I did not know that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they made this fight. Because, like, East Coast gangster, West Coast gangster. It's for the BMF title.
Huh.
So
Who's East Coast?
Masvidal.
Is he?
From Florida.
What's his nationality?
He's
He's not Mexican, is he?
Puerto Rican or something.
Oh, okay. I think he's gonna get whooped, dude.
Think so?
I don't know. That's just me, an outsider looking in.
Well, Nate Diaz like took
More experience.
2 years off, and then his last fight he looked pretty good. He fought Showtime Pettis, so he looked okay. But Masvidal's been fighting more. And
So it's like a guy in form versus the veteran, right?
no, they're both vets. They've both been around for a long time.
Okay.
So you're not catching the Canelo fight.
On the
They
zone.
show it on the big screen.
Replay?
Unless they showed it on the big screen during the UFC fight. Then
You're gonna be inside the MSG watching the fight? Okay. I mean, just pull up your phone.
I guess. Yeah, I got the zone.
Okay, what's your password?
No, I got my own.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What's your password?
What's your password? For the view.
Yes, but the Canelo, I don't know. I haven't heard like too much promotion going into it. Are they just assuming
Who's he playing?
Kovalev.
Kovalev, he's what, 36 now?
Yeah, around there, 36.
He was the man in that division maybe, what?
2-3 years ago.
Maybe.
I mean, he was the man like 5
Yeah.
years ago.
He fought Andre Ward, lost twice to him.
Yeah.
First one was very controversial. We thought he probably pulled it off. Second one, he got knocked out, but he got hit with like 5 low blows or something.
Yeah, a couple.
And the referee just let it go, and he couldn't get up.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, when you get hit in the nuts, it's...
But Canelo's like the big favorite though.
I wouldn't say a big favorite, but he's a favorite. He's going up 2 weight classes.
Yeah, the other
to fight
dude's big.
the other
He's
guy's big.
probably walks around at like 220, huh?
Yeah.
He's like 6'1", 220, and he fights at 175.
Okay.
Canelo's like, what, 5'8"?
Yeah.
So
Probably walks-
that's the intriguing part. You know, Canelo should have the speed advantage and all that stuff, but yeah, it should be pretty good, man.
Yeah. I think we want to see is like how Canelo takes a shot from a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Because
That's
the other
gonna be
guy has a
interesting.
good jab, good power. So we'll see if he can land something. But
Yeah, and other than that, the undercard, they have Ryan Garcia, right?
yeah.
And Duno.
Duno.
Right?
Yeah.
And, but other than that, any other...
I mean, I'm sure there's other names, but like you said, it hasn't been.
Yeah, I haven't heard
Promoted.
much from it,
Yeah.
honestly.
They're just banking on Canelo's
Yeah,
name.
I think they're just assuming that Canelo is just going to bring in people,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
which probably will happen, but
yeah.
Where is it? Vegas?
Vegas.
yeah.
Las Vegas.
Well,
Hey, tell those fans to keep it down. We'll be outside right now.
Yeah. They get their autographs in due time.
Yeah, but what else? What else? We're gonna wrap it up shortly.
Yeah.
Short Halloween episode. Random guests coming up
Mhm.
into the studio. You know, they heard that we're gonna be here, and they're like, "Woo, let's go."
Yeah. So since I'm holding the belt, did you
Let's
hear
go,
about?
baby.
Did you hear about the second guy that's now the franchise champion in Lomachenko?
Loma.
Loma.
Hey, shout out to Frankie, MV Frankie P
Heavy
on
Frankie
Twitter.
P.
I got my news from him,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Who's this new franchise champion?" He said Loma.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So now we don't have that unification with the winner of Comey and Lopez. That would have been nice. And now Devin Haney is elevated to, the champion in that division. So we might not see that. And it kind of sucks because
Yeah,
Devin
that's
Haney
weird.
was calling him out. That would have been sick to see.
What would the equivalent be in WWE to this franchise champion?
What would it be? Okay, so franchise champion is a guy
We're
that,
still trying to figure it out.
yeah, pretty much is like you can't take that title away. They're just
Brock Lesnar.
it's like, okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's a good
Brock
one.
Lesnar.
It's like-
Even though they've taken it away a couple times because he wants to take breaks.
Yeah,
But if he's not on a break, he's a champion.
yeah.
Like right now, he's a champion right now.
Pretty much it is. It's like the face of that division, and you can't lose that title.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah. Brock
Brock
Lesnar. Yeah.
That's
For the
crazy.
longest time,
Wow.
like, Brock Lesnar was a champion. Every like pay-per-view that came up, he's like, okay, now he's gonna lose, so he go fight UFC again. And every time they would surprise you, like, nope, he won again. Nope, he won again.
So
I was like, yeah, Brock Lesnar is pretty much the guy that.
so we have Al Heyman. You guys have Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, you know.
business. It's ridiculous, but that's what it is.
Well, that's what I've always said about boxing.
Yeah.
You guys have too many champions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many
You know-
champions. There's too many, like,
Too many title holders.
too many title holders, too many interim
many.
champions.
Too many weight classes.
Losing your belt when you didn't even lose. you
Yeah.
know?
Every 4 pounds is like a new.
Yeah.
Division.
Too
I'm
many
like,
weight
what?
classes, too many
That's crazy.
What is it? 4 champions for every weight class, right?
Yeah, about
That's too much.
Four,
And
le-
they don't even
four
fight.
Four
legit
legit.
champions.
Yeah.
And then you have like
interims and all those.
7 other ones who have like these silver
Yeah.
belts or
And then
interim.
you got guys who are like, okay, my division, there's 3 other guys that have titles, but I don't want to fight them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to unify all my titles.
Yeah.
I don't want to get all of them. Like, what the hell are you doing then?
You know, like people criticize the WBC, you know, the green belt a lot. Especially with that. I'm glad you brought it up, the franchise champion. But I ran into this YouTube video with Adonis Stevenson. They actually gave him a belt. I guess they had the
See, that-
convention in Cancun or something.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw a
That doesn't
picture.
make sense to me. You just give him a belt.
Okay, so this is the backstory, okay? Because this is a very interesting topic. There was another death, right, recently in boxing, and Adonis Stevenson was the champion at 175, which is the division of Kovalev and Canelo, the one they're gonna fight in right now. He was the champion. He lost to Gvozdyk, this Ukrainian guy who just lost his title last weekend. Right, they unified with a Russian guy, lost. But after that fight with Gvozdyk and Stevenson actually ended up in a coma. Very
Okay.
bad
I know what
condition.
you're talking about,
Yeah, him. So I guess he's doing better now. And he was there at the convention, and they actually gave him a belt. And then they also gave, I believe it was his wife, a belt. Because they're saying that she stuck with him, that she was there for
Oh, so
him.
they're not real belts.
I mean, it's a
more
real.
like a little trophy.
Yeah, it's more like a trophy. But
Like
it was
an
cool.
honor,
Like he was
yeah.
in tears. Like he was
Honorable
just.
mention.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was in tears. He was just like saying like thank you to WBC. Hopkins was there. I think Hopkins like gave it to him, and it was very emotional. It was crazy, but apparently he's doing well now.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good news to
Yeah.
hear. That's like the one time that belts are cool.
Yeah, I mean it was a
means
cool little
something.
belt. I think it had his face on it too.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty cool, and he was just like very emotional.
Yeah.
Like obviously like his movements are very slow. He's what 42, 43?
43, I think. He's up
But
there. Yeah.
after being hospitalized, like his speech is slower. His movements are
Like,
slower.
10 years in age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was very emotional. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I know over the years, people gave him slack, for like
Yeah.
holding onto that belt, and avoiding a lot of the big names and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's after everything that you just mentioned that happened, it's nice to see that he's good, especially after all these, tragic events that have been happening this past year in boxing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was that, right? For
think that's
episode
that.
59.
59, short, sweet, to the
Thanks,
point.
Chris, for hopping in.
Yeah.
Our UFC insider. We'll call you back whenever we need some more info on the UFC, MMA, that type of stuff. How's Bellator? I'm gonna ask you because we were talking about the
Bellator
zone.
had a fight last
Pretty good?
night. Lima beat Rory. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
When I look at Bellator, it's all ex-UFC fighters,
Okay.
especially all their headliners. Well, they got some younger guys coming up, like McGee. He's freaking right.
JaVale McGee? Wow, that's
JaVale
impressive.
McGee, yeah. But like, yeah, most of their fighters are ex-UFC fighters, and I think Frank Mir won a fight the other night. Yeah, Paul Semtex Daly won a fight the other night. So
Interesting.
they're all ex-UFC fighters, but they're still good fights you want to watch.
Yeah.
So.
I'll ask you real quick because I know you also like WWE. How do you feel about Tyson Fury making that leap? Yeah. How do
If
you
you can wrestle, cool.
Okay.
It's just-
Will he be wrestling? I think it'll be like Mayweather boxing, right? Like.
No, it's supposed to be wrestling.
Yeah, because he's been
He's been
training.
training wrestling.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't think they're ever going to try to do that again with the whole Mayweather thing.
Mm-hmm.
With Mayweather versus the Big Show.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? You
That
know?
was ridiculous. Yeah.
I think when that happened, Mayweather was like big-headed and it's like I'm getting in here to get paid. I ain't trying to learn.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury's actually trying to learn how to wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Which is scary because this dude is like 6'9", what, 250?
Well, yeah, and he's
Yeah.
he's
16.
wrestling Braun Strowman, who's
That's-
bigger than him.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I'm more looking towards the Cain Velasquez Brock Lesnar fight.
Mm.
'Cause I know Kane's been training wrestling for a long time, and he's gonna do that whole lucha libre thing and see what happens.
Oh,
So,
more guests.
We'll see what happens.
Hey,
It's gonna be a
security.
good one.
All right, we're going to wrap it up, yo. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Chris, for
No problem, guys.
giving us the UFC insight. Follow us at againstdaropes Halloween special. We'll be back next week.
Yep.
Michael, you already know I'm a fun guy.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the Ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes. Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the Ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time out y'all day.
Against the Ropes, #1.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.